Alright, what's up, man? This your boy, man, YD Spinner, man, Yetto. You know what I'm saying? We in here, man. I'm chilling with my dog, you know what I'm saying, on the Bottom Line podcast. That's how we do. Yo, welcome to the Bottom Line podcast. Today we got your boy Spinner. Yetto. And this is assignment 1. And we're going to get into a lot of deep subjects. We got the top 5 segment going on. We're going to do this review of the Chopper City in the Ghetto album in retrospect and see if it was to drop today, would it be a good album. So we're going to start off with the Chopper City in the Ghetto from BG. And this album came out in 1999. 99, sold, I think 120,000 the first week. You know what I'm saying? Debuted number 9.
Charted number 9, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably double platinum by now.
The singles on this album was Bling Bling, Cash Money's Army, but he had some hidden smashes.
Yeah.
Trigger Play was a great song. Made Nigga was excellent, and it was a good album. Like, you know, it gets bland at some point.
No, man,
it gets bland.
No, I wouldn't say it get bland. You got to realize that BG. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking to a specific crowd, man. You know, it's all the way gangster. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't gangster, you know what I'm saying, this album really ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as gangster, this is probably like one of the top gangster albums of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So this a hood classic.
Definitely.
It's not something you can just ride with some white boys and an Asian man and then we get into.
You can't say that either because it got Bling Bling on the album. You feel what I'm saying?
No. Bling Bling, but that's the cheese. You think about Bling Bling, the cheesiest song on the album.
Man, Bling Bling was
it's
a smash.
Cheesy, though.
Everybody was saying Bling Bling.
Yeah, because it's a fad. You know, it's a moment type thing. You go back to then my phone ringing, bling, bling, bling.
That song is still smash to this day. What is you talking about?
I mean, it's still going to the club. Like what I'm saying, it was going to the club for sure. But we doing retrospect.
So you got to realize something. There was nothing that was sounding like Bling Bling at that time. Bling Bling was his own thing. You feel what I'm saying? It was his own. It started the Bling era.
Chopper City in the Ghetto, man, like I said, man, it's a great album. You know, it's a great album. It's probably one of my least favorite from BG.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Checkmate. I like Checkmate better. I like Life After Cash Money better.
Life After Cash Money is probably one of his.
And I like Heart of the Street.
Yeah, those to me, those two does. Man.
But this is the retrospect segment. So on retrospect, if BG was to drop that album today, you know, I know the sounds and stuff may be different because, you know, but if it was just say it dropped today, what would it be? Would it be something the fans would be into, or would it be something that got lost?
I mean, in this era right now, it's always gonna be gangsters. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
it's always gonna be. It's always
okay.
It's always gonna be. So you got to realize something. BG was never that commercial dude. You see what I'm saying? So we can't really base him off that crowd. He always spoke to the gangsters. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, because a lot of his commercial stuff was kind of cheesy.
You know, when he tried to do it, it went, you know what I'm saying?
Mama's like, seats is so hot. You know, that's Living Legend album was kind of poo, but that's just my opinion. So, my opinion, if it dropped today, it still had the same success. I don't think it'll still be global, man, because like I say, you got records like Bling Bling, Cash Money's Army, you got the Manifest sound, you got the gangs, you got the Gold Chief, the gangsters, the whole gangster persona, so it's what the young people will be into to this day.
Not only that, the way that album is structured, like, you know what I'm saying, from the intro with the big timers, you know what I'm saying, setting it off, and then Big BG coming in right behind that, you know what I'm saying, and then it's like he introduces the Hot Boys on the next song. It's just the way that the CD is just set up, like, it's just like they did their thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did his thing on that.
Yeah, that was a great. It produced great. The skits were excellent. So if it dropped today, it would be it'll chart. It'll chart in the top 20.
Bling Bling was if Bling Bling was to drop today, and nobody heard Bling Bling, it'll smash again. If the word Bling Bling wasn't in our lexicon and that never happened, it was to drop today. It'll smash. For that reason alone, the album would sell. It'll blow.
So that's the bottom line. If BG was to drop today, according to me and him, it'd still had the same success, and it might do better in this era with social media being popping. It'll probably go a lot farther with the streaming services and things of that nature. They didn't have that in '99. They had what? Napster. Yeah. That was illegal. That didn't count as a sale. Right? Napster, LimeWire. Your boy Jamalot. Killing him. But yeah. So on this next segment, man, this is our top 5 segment. On this top 5 segment, it was very hard to figure out, man, because so much good music came from the South. But on this segment, we're gonna get into the top 5 Southern hip hop albums. So before we name the albums, since you're an artist and you make music, you've been doing music about 10, maybe 11 years, maybe longer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And so you know different sounds. So what would make a Southern album Southern?
I mean,
besides being from the region.
Besides being from the region, you got to stay true to your Southern roots. Whether you in Louisiana, whether you in Atlanta, whether you in Florida. You know what I'm saying? The South just don't have just one sound. Every area has its own. You know what I'm saying? Specific Southern sound. And
you're right,
we blend it together with that. You know what I'm saying? To make that good gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, like you could take the best Atlanta Southern albums, the best Florida. Like it's just you know, so disclaimer for me was hard to choose. You know, I only got 2 so far, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we gonna get to 5 before this set. We gonna get to his 5 before this thing over. To me, a Southern album, it got had an 808. 808, it may not be a must, but it's a major part of the Southern sound.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That tempo, gotta have that tempo. You know, maybe the snaps. These are all the different things will play a role. But like you said, Louisiana got their own sound. Miami got their own sound. Atlanta got their own sound. Texas got their own sound.
Exactly.
Those pretty much the major players in the South. Yeah. You know, you got other regions, Alabamas and things, but they pretty much try to blend in the region. So
don't sleep on Bama. Bama, rich boy.
Yeah, I like Dirty Boys. Dirty Boys is still my favorite. They got a record I can't find that saves my life, man. But I'm gonna kick it off with my number 5 album that I like.
Okay.
That's something. It was hard. It was between Book of Thugs, Rick Ross, Port of Miami.
So let me see what you went with. What you went with here?
And when the boy down to it, I had to go with Rick Ross, Port of Miami. The structure, the sounds, that Scarface sample, Push It to the Limit. You hear that album, it's not a dull moment in that whole album.
That's a great album. I can't lie. As far as Southern albums, that's definitely
it's the best.
That's definitely
Push It to the Limit.
Timeless album.
Come on, Push It to the Limit. You got records like Push It to the Limit.
Every day I'm hustling.
That
was.
I'm at the White House. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Trick though. When we see, this is why it was hard for me to narrow down 5 because Trick is a legend. Like without Trick, let me ask you this: without Trick, would it have been Rick Ross?
Well, in my opinion, Ross was there. He was doing a lot of writing for other people at that time. He was that Greg Street. He was that Greg Street folks and all that. But I think they 2 totally different styles though.
Ross, one thing I always liked about
Ross more boss talk, Trick more with the thug.
He boss talking. Not only that, like you wouldn't necessarily know that Ross was from the South
Miami,
of Florida if he didn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Correct. He had that flow
that shows how much range he got.
He was, to me, Ross is like the Jay-Z of the South. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I can see that.
He's like the Jay-Z of the South. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I fuck with Ross heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's my number 5. What is it? What comes in 5 for you, or what comes in the top 5 for you? You ain't got to put it in
only got 2.
order.
I'm gonna throw this one out there. This one got to be enough for my list. Master P the Last Down. You know what I'm saying? That was a double disc full of smashes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, and what are the hits off this double disc album? What's the single? What the hot boy is that?
Man, man, you put that song, you put that album in, bro. You just let it play, bro. Like, I know what I'm saying. Like, I done seen so many souls deceased. That's why I ride with a lot of killers with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, man, he had that
Where them niggas at? Where them niggas at? There them niggas go.
It's good. Yeah.
That whole CD. If that CD was to play right now, I could sing every song without missing a word.
But what was the impact of that album in hip hop?
The impact of that album.
The impact wasn't as heavy as the Port of Miami hip impact. In my opinion, that was Max P was at the end of his torch. His film was done when that album came.
Nah, because he still made good music after that.
He made decent music.
Yeah, the good side, bad side. See,
it was decent, bro. In my opinion, it was decent, bro. It wasn't no. I must listen to an album because I listened to that in retrospect. I only can hit 2 songs. I got to cut it off. I played Port of Miami.
But see, that's
you could be riding with your girl playing Port of Miami.
Port of Miami,
you know what I mean?
And nothing to take away from Ross, because I love Port of Miami album. But the reason that you could put that album on and you say let that play more, you could let that P album play because Ross is more fresh. You know, so you got to realize. So when those albums came out, bro, we weren't really off the porch yet. You see what I'm saying?
We still young.
When Ross came out, we was off the porch. You see what I'm saying?
But so you know, it's selective.
It is.
So it's coming in number 4 for me. Personally, it's a great album. Juvenile, 400 Degrees. Hood classic, classic everything. Juvenile came out with 98, 99. With Zayhan and all that. And back that ass up, all these records. It changed the game. That's when Cash Money dethroned No Limit.
That is true.
When that album dropped, these are the facts.
That is true.
Max P hasn't really seen a hit since then. I mean, he might be doing numbers on the low because he got lower fans. But when that Juvenile 400 Degrees dropped, the whole city, I was in middle school, maybe high school.
Yeah.
All the dope boys was rocking it. I had it on the tape. It was the hottest album. I bought the bootleg. It was just a great album. It was a great album. And to this day, I can still listen to the whole album and it still sounds fresh to me. That's a great album.
I mean, women would definitely be shaking their ass for all eternity to back that ass up.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta personally thank Juvenile
for that
record.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I gotta personally thank you for making that record. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, the dances that, oh man.
That, what other smash he had? Girl, that Juvenile, you don't know he on fire?
Yeah.
400
Degrees is, I gotta put that on my. I'm gonna put that on my list.
So that's on his list. So
I'm gonna put that on my list. That changed the game.
There's probably 2 songs you can skip. Follow Me Now.
What?
But
Follow Me Now.
You can, in my opinion, you can skip it, but I love it. It's a good record. That's one of my favorite. I love it. I like that little Caribbean beat.
So what's the point of saying you can skip it?
Because I can go without it. If I'm in the car riding, I hit skip on that one. But everything else on that album is classic. Top of the line music. Off top, great song. Everything on that thing is off.
You say that's Juvenile at his best.
That's Juvenile at his best at his ratchet label. But I like the one album he did with Slow Motion. That's probably his best work for me because it showed his range.
Yeah.
But Hood Classic 400 Degrees, but you know, that's just my preference. I like that bounce back. It showed his maturity. It showed that he just wasn't no that type of artist.
Exactly. A lot of artists from that time didn't have that growth. You know what I'm saying? They tried to stay. You know what I'm saying? You always want to stay with what you know, but you got to grow. Like if I don't want to feel like I'm listening to the same song 1,000 times in a different way.
It gets played out.
Yeah.
So what coming in next on your list?
I got to have the Carter 1. That album,
instant classic.
That album, it may not be Wayne at his lyrical best, but it was showing you the beats that was to come. You know what I'm saying? That album, there's nothing. You put that on, and let it play all the way through. Man, you gotta play it twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta play it twice.
To be honest, I can't debate it. It's classic. I can't debate it. It goes hard, man. It go hard, man. My favorite record off that album would have to be I Miss My Dog.
Yeah, that was
because that showed a part of Wayne. He showed his vulnerability, and he really don't show that much, you know. A couple of his other albums, he got a couple records like that, but most of his stuff is really hoppity hippity pop, you know what I'm saying? But he got a couple of them records like the song on the Carter 3 about the hurricane with your boy on it, Robin Thicke. Was that Carter 3 or 4? Take my hand, something like that. You know, it's kind of slow.
Oh no, we talking about the Carter 1 though.
hey.
We talking about the Carter 1 though. You feel me? You feel me? The Carter 1. Soon may go DJ. Man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Earthquake.
I can't really debate the Carter 1, man. It would have made my list, but it didn't make mine.
What?
Nah, it didn't make mine. It didn't make mine, man. It's honorable mention.
Okay.
It's honorable mention. It's honorable mention.
But man, that album there, man. I can say that album there, like, that was one of the first albums that went in my CD player and didn't come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't come out at all. Like, you feel me? Like, man, he went crazy on that album.
Okay.
He went crazy.
So he got Carter 1. So coming in number 3 for me, it has to be T.I. Urban Legend.
Oh, man.
T.I. Urban Legend will have to be that album. T.I. came, he put his foot out in the game. He let you know he was a king. He went at Flip, destroyed Flip. Flip ain't been the same since.
Man, you know, shout out to Flip. You know what I'm saying?
He tried,
but we gotta tell the truth.
Yeah,
like T.I., like he smashed Flip. Like
he killed him. He killed him without mentioning his name. I think he mentioned his name in the records. You just know he was talking about.
He murdered.
He devoured him, man.
Look, at that time, bro, Lil Flip, bro,
he was hot.
People was, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was messing with Flip at that time. Like,
yeah.
But man, when that Urban Legend, it was over.
Oh, so yeah, the ASAP record,
all that, man.
Yeah, the record with Lil Kim. It's a Lil Kim. If you making that money, good night. That's the little club record he had on that joint. Oh man, I don't know if Nelly was on that joint.
That thing, that to me,
motivation.
When I listened to that album, it seemed like that whole album was dedicated to Lil Flip. I remember playing the album at that time, like, damn, well, he's doing this whole album going out Lil Flip, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was all fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all fire. He did like what Nicki them said. What they say? What is it? Dre said, "We won't make hit songs. We won't do diss songs. We make hit songs."
Yeah.
Like T.I. made a album full of hit songs that was dissing Flip. Like like at that time, Flip couldn't go to no club at all. How could he? Every song that was being played was directed at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they done squashed that now, but man, that was.
He got no source but squash. He couldn't come from. He tried. He had little records with it. He had the little mixtapes. He tried, but Game Over was a decent record.
This is one thing that people overlook about Flip. That if you're not really from Texas, people don't really know. As far as freestyling, like Flip, cold with that freestyling. He's cold, bro.
I can't disagree.
He cold.
I seen the footage from back in the day. So that comes in Urban Legend, number 3, Hood Classic. It's a classic everything. You know what I'm saying? What's next on your list?
Man, I only got 2. You
only got 2. It's too complex for him.
How can you not? You know what I'm saying? How can you not think about Luke? He changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Like UGK. You know what I'm saying? You know. I don't want to spoil your list, so I ain't gonna mention this other group. You know what I'm saying? You got them on there, so you know what I'm saying. But it's. Man.
Well, to burn down the rest of mine, I got Outkast and Clemini.
There they go.
The sound had the jazz type sound, it had the great beats, the lyrics was on point, it had substance and it had soul in it.
But let me ask you this question: does that sound like a Southern album?
It does, because the soul. It sounds like something, it got the soul in it.
A lot of things got soul in it.
Yeah, but you can tell they from the South. You can just tell how they talk, just the wordings, the slang. You know they from Atlanta.
I mean, I can't knock Outkast. I mean,
then you had Organized Noise doing most of the production. All they stuff
production. That's the point that's what I'm trying to get to. You say that, but I would disagree. I would say that their music didn't really have a. Their music was music. It didn't sound so it was just music. It was melodies. It was, you feel what I'm saying? Some of them, of course, had that Southern sound.
So what you say the same about Goody Mob? They don't sound Southern to you?
I mean, as far as, to me, this is just my personal, preference and opinion on it. To be fully Southern, it not only your lyrics, because you can be rapping Southern, but you gotta have that Southern production behind it also, like, you know what I'm saying, like they meld into other sounds. But I'm not saying it's bad. It was great music.
At that time, that was the sound of Atlanta.
That was a sign of Atlanta at the time. Before that trap and all that came in, that was a sound. And you understand when the boys went to the Source Awards, 93, whatever, they said the South got something to say.
And we did have something to say.
So
we did have something to say.
You got to, they worldwide, international, but they're a Southern group.
Yeah,
they from the South, and like I say, they just, I mean, like you say, they lyrics and stuff will make you think they could be from somewhere else.
But see, that's a good thing. To me, that's a good thing.
They got range.
They have range.
It's
exactly.
All, in the industry, the little alone, you gotta have range.
You got to.
Andre can rap his ass off. He can sing his ass off. And he was a weirdo before he got dudes like Young Thugs and these guys. He was the weirdo back then in that era. He was wearing the shoulder pads. He was wearing the crazy wild stuff.
But that's what I was getting at as far as South. The South went. You feel what I'm saying? That went in the South, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he from Atlanta. Yeah, they made some, but like as far as like when they start like Big Boy, okay, I give them that. But it's, Outkast, like they CD covers, but you know what I'm saying? It was more psychedelic 70s. You know what I'm saying?
It was psychedelic folks. But you're right. You're right on so many levels. But like I say, I'm gonna give them the Southern Hip Hop album. Because they're from the region. Because they're from the region. So I got to give it to them. And number one on my list would be Carter 3. Carter 3. And I know you may feel he's kind of stepped outside of the South box on that album, but he still got Southern records.
Carter 3 is a great album. Carter 1, 2, and 3 are all classics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're all classics.
If I go in order, it's 3, 1, 2 for me.
I would probably say 1, 2, 3 for me.
Damn, that's crazy. I like that though. Yeah,
I would say 1, 2,
2 have but money on my mind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I'm a fireman, I think 2 was classic.
2 is when he, to me, 2 is when he showed you the lyricism for real.
So he got record, but this is my reason for Carter 3 before we go to get into that. You got the record, hey, Mr. Carter with Jay-Z, Got Money. Lollipop
smashes.
Three I think 3 Peters on that album.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely on that.
The song he got with your boy, the song about New Orleans. I mean, come on, it's just come on, oh my God, man. So like, hey, Carter 3.
Those 3 albums, I can definitely say Wayne got better with each time. But why I would put him in the order for me personally as 1, 2, 3 is the best because he did what he was supposed to. He grew from each one of those albums and got better. Like how he did what he was unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Like it was.
But me personally, I think he went for 1. You right. I can't argue, but it's my personal preference. Like I said, if I got 5 albums, and I only take 5 albums on this road trip from the South, these albums I'm taking.
I gotta put this out there. Now I'm surprised. You know, we go way back. Yeah. Way back now. We go way back. I'm surprised. How is Pastor Troy not on your list?
Troy, man, he's a great artist, man. He's one of my favorite all time. Now, we did the top 5 artists he would have made. But we doing albums right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Albums, I have to, I can listen to Troy, but I can listen to so much of Troy.
Yeah.
Now I have to put it down. See, all the CDs I just named, I can listen to it. I don't get tired of it.
Yeah.
Like Tupac All Eyes on Me, I can hear that shit every day of the week. I listen to Tupac right now every day before I go to work. It don't get old to me. It don't sound old to me. Maybe I'm obsessed with the music. I'm a big Pac fan, but these 5 albums and stuff I can just play.
Yeah, okay.
Right now I say, bro, let's go to Miami.
And I will say, each one of those albums, I could bump too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with none of those albums that you named. You know what I'm saying? They all good. But it was just hard for me to name 2. But I had to specifically say Master P, The Last Dime, and the Carter 1. You know what I'm saying? Last Dime, that was one of the first. I remember pausing and writing down the lyrics on the paper, going to the next line, writing down the lyrics, man. You feel me? That was a great
Like I say, I don't see how you put Ghetto D way better than, my person, Ghetto D, Master P Ghetto D is more suiting. Make them say, I really miss my homies.
They had a lot of
niggas at. Where the bitches at?
Yeah, but I can't.
Did he introduce Mystical?
Listen, come on, man. Is
got rocks bigger than your shoulder.
See, this why it's hard. You know, that's why it's hard.
Come on, man. People that do. But
P gave you the imprint of what to do.
Yeah.
And some people followed it, some people didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But he grew though. But he did grow.
Yeah.
Because I'm listening to True to the Game in the car right now, and he's had that raspy voice, and he's like, he felt like crazy talk. And then he grew with each album. But once he got rid of his production, it kind of, the new production didn't live up. But you gotta change the production. Though Wayne had to do it. He had to move on. He had to move on from Manny. And some people say the music got better once he left Manny.
I mean, because he had different sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, you don't want to hear the same sound. If you hear the same sounds, you're going to stay in the same realm. Like, different sounds open up different realms of your brain. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I say any artist need to work with different producers. You know, you have that main person that's your core, but always been trying to, try to touch something different. Like,
so what's the bottom line when it comes to this conversation? Top 5 hip hop albums.
That it's a lot of great albums.
A lot of great.
Man, I don't see how he was able to narrow it down to 5.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's bottom for me. I narrated down. I got it down to 5 because I just say based off what I like. I didn't do no stats. Now if we went by stats, then there'll probably be a whole different. It'll probably be a whole different 5. I just went off stuff I like. If I'm in the car, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, Georgia. These are 5 albums I need to take. That's all I can bring. Mm-hmm. You know, like I say, the South is. They pretty much say the South has been in the game for a long time.
You've been in the game for a long time. We've been slept on.
We've been slept on. We've been slept on. You know, the North trying to get back in, but now they trying to sound like us. But that's another discussion for another day. But, you know what I'm saying? But this is the top 5 segment, man. And we're gonna try to bring all this at least twice a month, and there's a lot of things we can get into with that. And, this is how we gonna rock it, man.